ready for the interview. Zizou, first question. Why did you start to play tennis?
I started playing tennis because my dad, he was playing a lot of tennis, and the tennis club was only 200 meters from my home. So at that point, even the whole family was playing, so it was very accessible to take my bike at 3 years old already, going to the club and start hitting the first balls against the wall. And then at a certain point, they started to notice that I really liked tennis, that I was already kind of talented for high hand-eye coordination. And then the first lessons started, but it's more because of seeing the family doing it, and I wanted to be like the family.
When did you know you wanted to become a professional tennis player?
I think somewhere I was always pretty ambitious about being a professional athlete, because at the time I was still playing handball and tennis together, and I could combine it until the age of 14, and then I had to make a hard decision to go away from home, to go to boarding school, to the federation, which meant that I had to stop playing handball. And that's a little bit the decision where I said, like, okay, now it's time to put it all on tennis, try to become professional, see where things get, and yeah, hopefully make it to the top 100, which was always the goal since I was very young, and happy that I made it now.
Yeah, and that's my next question also. You made it to the top 100, congrats.
Thank you.
And the question is, what has changed for you?
What has changed? Some things stayed. Obviously, the state of mind where you add a sense of always wanted to progress. It's the main focus of wanting to become a better tennis player, because I feel like once you get to the top 100, it's nice, because that was the biggest goal in your life, always being that top 100. Lots been talking about, and then we set new goals, and now it's still the same. Like, oh, I want to go to the next goal. But I think what really changes a little bit the sense of the tournaments, which I could play now. I can play the Masters, I can play the big tournaments, and if you take a concrete example, is being here in Antwerp and being more confident that you can win the rounds. And before that, you were more underdog, you needed a wild card. So I feel like this changed a little bit in the sense of confidence when you're at big points, being more ready to get those matches in.
What is your dream or goal from here in 3 years' time?
In 3 years' time, I don't think we work like, okay, in 2027 I want to be that. It's more like, okay, what's the goal now at the end of 2024, and what's our biggest goal? What's the true vision we want to work towards? And that big vision, the big goal we have is getting to the top 10 in the world, which is a very ambitious goal. And I feel like it's a little bit all over again. Me being 18 years old, dreaming of the top 100 really far, now being 70 in the world, wanting to go to the top 10 seems closer, but still it's very far. Although I had some experience now against top 10 players, top 20 players. So somewhere I know what kind of tennis is needed. I see myself being a top 10 player with those certain skills, and now it's a matter of improving as much as possible during the years, because that's still the biggest focus that I set, is progressing as a player. And I think that is a nice goal. It really puts fire in me. That's why I want to wake up, that drives me, want to work hard during the day. And that's having that goal in my mind.
If you could play doubles with any famous tennis player, who would you choose? Would it be a retired player or?
Obviously, you want to go to the biggest legends as Roger Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, as the players I know at least. Obviously, there are big legends before. And another one that I have a nice souvenir in my head is Andy Roddick, because I mean, obviously it's been a big idol of me since I was young, and I really liked his game style, his attitude. And when I was 12 years old, I remember going to the Masters in Rome, and you had to play doubles against him and Marty Fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember that?
I remember I came watching, so I was like, oh, biggest player against Andy Roddick. Can't miss it.
Surprisingly, I lost twice in a tiebreaker, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember the score, but I
So
just
hard
remember.
to break.
Who did you play with, actually?
With Wesley Moody.
Moody.
Yeah, that was my partner.
Okay, I
These
don't.
guys were so hard to break.
Must be, man, must be.
Rockets coming at you.
Yeah, I remember the serve of Andy Roddick in the clay. Must be really bad clay, but the
was
ball
rough.
just stuck in the clay.
Yeah.
Didn't come out anymore.
And Roddick was one of your idols.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I think in my room there are still 3 guys hanging in my room of where my parents live. Is Rafael Nadal, Tsonga, and Roddick.
Okay.
Those are still in my room. So sometimes I sleep still at my parents' home, and then I still go to sleep with those guys.
Here at the European Open, we drive the players with the Panameras, with Cayennes, and with the Macans. Which is your favorite car from the three?
First of all, I really like Porsche, to be honest. I really like the cars. Being a fan, I feel like they have this nice combination of being sporty and modern, but also having this class behind it. And I always used to like a lot the Cayenne because it's big and I love
Yeah.
big cars too. And one of my friends now has one and I'm like so jealous of it. But then here they picked me up one time with the Panamera, like the dark green car, and that was amazing. So it's a little bit in doubt between the Panamera, which is really sporty, or the bigger Cayenne car. So hard to choose.
Yeah. The Panamera, there's one car is really fast, huh? One
Then
of the Panameras,
that's possible.
it's like,
But you have the big one, eh?
yeah.
But you need a big
Yeah,
one
I
with your
need
tall
big
legs, man.
legs. What do you think about the car on the center court?
That's fire. I feel like the winner of the tournament, if he's Belgian, should get the car. That's my opinion about it.
The GT3. Yeah. I can see you driving that car.
I can see it too. I just gotta win the tournament and maybe I'll get it.
All right, thanks for the interview.
Thanks to you,
Wish you
sir.
all the best.
Thank you.
And
And let's get that GT3
great.
RS car. Did I say it correct? GT3 RS car.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got it.